Hi, in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can invite his attention and his attraction without using any words. Hi there, Matt Shaffer, your dating, empowerment, and relationship coach. And today we're going to be talking about how you can invite and activate his attraction without using any words, because a lot of you think, a lot of women that I work with, they think that, there's some magic phrase they can use or some sort of ninja thing they can say to sort of make a man want to ask them out. Right? But that's really not the case. There's so much more you can do non-verbally to really indicate and activate that you are open to connection with him. And I've talked about that on previous videos, but I want to share with you a very specific set of tools you can use to really invite a man to approach you or to deepen a connection and ask you out. But first off, let's look at why is making an invitation so important? Well, the thing is, I know a lot of you have been taught, and what the common wisdom is out there is that it's important for you to lean back and to not appear too eager because you want to, demonstrate that you're high value. And I get that. But here's the thing. If you want high quality men to approach you, it is very important and very powerful for you to make an invitation to them. Men are dealing with a very powerful force when they're out there in social situations. They're dealing with a very powerful force called approach anxiety. And you may have heard about this, but men have a deep fear of rejection. And we know that it's up to us to initiate conversation and to initiate connection with women. But we've gotten very good, many men, at talking ourselves out of making that connection. Because there's no greater pain, or there's few greater pains for men, especially men that may be a little insecure, than getting shut down or rejected in public. So if you see a man that you want to connect with, one of the greatest things you can do to give yourself the best chance to connect with him is to make an invitation. And of course you can't do it verbally, right? You can't be like, hey, come over here and talk to me, right? Because again, you want to be in your feminine, you want to be in a receiving space, but you can be in your feminine while still initiating in a way. He gets to initiate the physical connection with you, but you can initiate the energetic connection with him by using two powerful tools that you have at your disposal: your eyes and your mouth. Okay, those are the two tools that I want you to use that are going to generate you magic results. And here's how you do it. So we'll start by addressing how you can make an invitation for a man to approach you. So this can be out at a bar or in a social situation like that. This can also be in a bookstore, at the grocery store, basically anywhere where there are men that you might want to get to know better. So if you see a man that you're attracted to, the first thing that you do is use your eyes. Your eyes are the primary connection point, right? So when you see a guy, you glance at him, in a meaningful way, indicating that you're interested in connecting with him. And when you meet his gaze and you guys have that connection point, then you let him know that you feel good about that and that you want him to approach you by using your mouth and by smiling. So it's a combination thing. Or say if you catch a man glancing at you, hold his gaze and then smile to let him know that you enjoy that and that you like that and that you're interested in him approaching you. I know it sounds scary, and I know that the instinct that you have is as soon as someone catches your gaze or you catch someone looking at you, the impulse is to look away. But the powerful thing and the way that you're going to create so much more connection and make a powerful invitation for him to come across a room or come across a grocery aisle and talk to you is by using your eyes and your mouth to indicate, hey, I've noticed you looking at me, or I've noticed you and I'd like to talk to you. But it's up to you in your masculine to come initiate that conversation. You see, so it's really making a powerful feminine invitation with your eyes and your mouth. Sound good? Makes sense, right? Now, the second way to do this is to invite him to ask you out or invite the conversation to go a layer deeper when you're already talking to a man, okay? And the most powerful way to do this is with your eyes. If you want to demonstrate when you're talking to a man that you're interested in talking about more than the weather or more than whatever small talk you might be engaging with him, use extended eye contact. Prolonged eye contact, looking at him deeply in his eyes, is one of the most powerful ways that you can indicate to a man that you are interested in more than just chit chat. I know for me personally, I have asked out women that I initially thought I had no chance with because during casual conversation, I could tell that they were giving me a lot of eye contact. And that's something that lights a man up. When a man has a beautiful woman or a woman that he's attracted to looking at him deeply in the eyes, that is helping him understand that she is attracted to him. So use your eyes if you're in casual conversation as a way of demonstrating, hey, I'm attracted to you. Hey, I'm open to connecting with you deeper. And you're going to get more dates and you're going to really like activate him and invite him to overcome that approach anxiety and bridge that gap and initiate that conversation and that deeper connection with you. And the last thing I want to say on this is one of the common pitfalls of leaning back too much and not initiating and not activating and not inviting men, the men you want, to approach you. And that is that if you don't do that, if you don't consciously invite men that you like to come towards you and you just sit there back there, in your ivory tower, right, waiting for, these confident men to just walk up to you out of nowhere and approach you, guess what? Maybe every now and again, you're going to get one of those confident, great guys coming up to you, but much more likely, you're going to be inviting in an entirely different type of guy, right? The player, the manipulator, the narcissist, the men that don't care what your boundaries are. They don't care whether or not you're open to connection or not. They're looking to talk to as many women as possible until they get whatever they want, whatever's on their agenda, right? That's what happens. That's an outcome that happens a lot when you do just, choose that wait and see policy and keep waiting for a man to break your door down and come after you. Then you complain about, right, that there are no good guys out there and that the only guys that are talking to you are sketchy or whatever. Well, no, that's because when you adopt this kind of strategy of connecting with men, yeah, the only kind of men you're going to get are the ones that are extremely aggressive, which for the most part are not men who are looking to establish meaningful connection with women. They're looking to get what they want. So that's why it's so important for you to make a powerful invitation using your eyes and your mouth to the men that you want. And if you can do that, you're going to activate them and invite them in a powerful, feminine, magnetic way to approach you and create deep, meaningful connection with you. And if you can do this just out in the world, 3 to 5 times a day, or even a couple times a day, or even once a day, you'll be amazed at how many more dates you'll have and how many more connections and meaningful relationships you will get into. So I invite you to get out there in the world, do that, and let me know how it goes in the comments, all right? All right, thanks so much for joining us. If you haven't yet, hit that little subscribe button, and I will see you next time on my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.